Oh, wow, Daisy. Look at this place. It is absolutely huge. I think I see 20 different tracks. And look at that clock. It is giant. I feel like I am in a movie. Welcome back to Teach Easy English, everyone. I'm Dave.
It is a beautiful station, Dave. Very classic. I think it was built over 100 years ago. Hello, everyone. I am Daisy. We are so happy you are joining us today. Dave, you look like a real professional traveler today with your big map and your sunny hat.
I am trying to look like I know what I'm doing, Daisy. I want to look confident. But honestly, inside, I am a little bit nervous. Last time I was at a station in a different country, I just stood there. I stared at the signs for 10 minutes. I didn't want to talk to anyone because I was afraid they would speak too fast. I felt frozen.
I understand that. We call that language shock. When we learn a new language, we are afraid of the fast talkers. People at train stations are always in a hurry, so they talk very fast. But today, we are going to slow it down. We are going to master the station together, step by step.
Yes! Today's mission: tickets, schedules, and facilities. We are going to reach 3,000 words of learning today. So get your notebooks ready, friends. We have a lot of role play and a lot of new vocabulary coming up.
That's right. And before we start, if you want to support our journey, please hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to make sure you never miss our weekly English trips.
Okay, Daisy, let's start. I have no ticket, I have no seat, I am just standing in the middle of the concourse. That's the big main hall, right?
Exactly. The concourse. Now, what is step one? Before you get near a train, you need a ticket. You have two choices. You can go to the ticket office, that is a window with a real person, or you can use the ticket machine.
Let's go to the person first. I feel more comfortable talking to a human. Even if my English is a little messy, a person can see my face and help me.
Great choice. Let's do our first big role play. I am the ticket agent behind the glass window. You are the traveler.
Walking up to the window. Psh.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Hello. I want to go to Manchester, please.
Of course. When would you like to travel? Are you leaving today?
Yes, today, as soon as possible, please. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Okay. And would you like a single or a return ticket?
I'm coming back tomorrow, so a return ticket, please.
Right. Manchester return. And do you have a rail card?
Wait, Daisy, stop. What is a rail card? I hear this word all the time in the UK.
Good catch, Dave. A rail card is a special card you buy for the whole year. It gives you a discount. It makes the ticket cheaper by maybe 30%. If you are a student, or a young person under 30, or a senior, you usually have one.
Aha! I don't have one of those yet. I'm just a normal traveler today. Okay, back to the role play. No, I don't have a rail card.
No problem. That will be £42, please. Would you like to pay by cash or card?
Card, please. Deet, deet, deet. There we go. The payment is done.
Thank you. Here is your ticket. Your train leaves for platform 5 at 11:30 a.m. Have a lovely trip.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Wow, that wasn't so bad. But Daisy, I noticed something. She said Manchester return. She didn't say, I would like a return ticket to Manchester.
Yes, this is a native speaker secret. In a busy station, people love to cut the sentences short. It's faster. So you just say the destination plus the ticket type. For example, London single, please, or Oxford return, please.
Aha! Simple is better. I like that. But Daisy, what if the window is closed? Sometimes at night, the office is shut. What if I have to use that scary computer box, the ticket machine?
Don't be scared of the machine, Dave. The machine is patient. It won't get angry if you take a long time to find the buttons. Let's do a machine role play. I will be the voice of the machine.
Tapping a touch screen? Okay, the screen says touch to start. Now it asks for my destination. I will type Manchester.
Robotic voice. Select ticket type, adult or child.
I'm definitely an adult. Tap.
Select journey, single, day return, or open return.
Wait, open return? Daisy, what does open mean? Is the door open?
No, Dave. An open return is great for people who are not sure when they want to come back. It means you can take any train back within 1 month. You don't have to choose a specific time. It is very flexible.
Oh, I like that. I don't want to look at my watch all day. Tap. Open return.
Please insert payment or tap your card.
Sliding a card and a machine whirring? Okay, it's printing. Psh. I have 2 pieces of paper. One is the ticket and one is the receipt.
Good job. Now, Dave, you have your ticket. But look up at the wall. We need to find the departure board.
Okay, I see it. It is glowing blue and has hundreds of names. Let's look at the columns together so our friends know what to look for.
Column 1 is the time. That is the scheduled time.
Column 2 is the destination. But Daisy, my ticket says Manchester, but the big word on the board says Edinburgh. Am I at the wrong track?
Aha! This is the most important tip of the day. Sometimes Manchester is not the final stop. The train starts here, stops at Manchester, and then goes all the way to Edinburgh.
So I need to look at the calling points?
Exactly. On the screen, look at the small writing scrolling at the bottom. It will list all the stations. You must wait to see Manchester in that small list.
Okay, I see it. It says calling at Oxford, Birmingham, Manchester. There it is. And it says platform 5.
But look at the last column, Dave. It says status.
It says delayed 10 minutes. Oh no, I'm going to be late for my lunch. 10 minutes is not too bad. It happens often. But what if it says canceled? Canceled is the word I hate most. It means the train is not coming at all. If that happens, you must go back to the ticket office and ask, when is the next train? Or can I use this ticket on a different train?
Correct. Now, Dave, since we have 10 minutes to wait, let's talk about facilities, the things inside the station. Good idea. I am actually a bit hungry. I see a buffet car on the trains, but what is in the station?
Good idea. I am actually a bit hungry. I see a buffet car on the trains, but what is in the station?
Most big stations have a food court. You can find coffee shops, sandwich bars, and sometimes even a supermarket.
And what if I need the restrooms or the toilets?
You follow the sign with the man and woman icon. In the UK, sometimes you have to pay a small coin to enter the toilets, so keep some change in your pocket.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What about my big, heavy bag? I don't want to carry it while I go buy a sandwich.
Look for the left luggage office. You can leave your bag there for a few hours. They give you a ticket, and you come back later to pick it up. It's like a hotel for your bags.
A hotel for bags? I love that. Oh no, Daisy, my bag, it's gone. I left it by the coffee shop.
Dave, calm down. We need to find the lost and found office. In some stations, it is called lost property.
Excuse me, I lost my bag. It is a blue backpack.
Acting as the clerk. Okay, sir. Where did you leave it?
By the coffee shop, about 5 minutes ago.
Let me check. Is this it?
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I was so worried.
You're welcome. Please be careful. Don't leave your bags unattended.
Unattended? That's a big word.
It means alone. You must stay with your bags at all times for security. If the police see a bag alone, they get very worried.
Okay, lesson learned. Stay with the bags. Now, Daisy, my train is almost here. Let's go to the platform.
Look at the floor, Dave. Do you see the yellow line?
Yes, the yellow line.
You must stay behind that line. When the train comes in, it is very windy and dangerous.
Whoa, it is so loud. Okay, the train is stopping. Now how do I find my seat? My ticket says Coach B, seat 21.
Look at the side of the train. Each carriage has a letter. See? That one is A, that one is B.
Okay, I am going to Coach B. But wait, there are two types of seats, aisle or window.
An aisle seat is next to the walking path. A window seat is next to the glass. Which do you prefer?
I love the window. I want to see the trees and the houses fly by.
Then look for the W or the window icon. Also, Dave, check if you are in the quiet carriage.
The quiet carriage? What is that? A library on wheels?
Almost. It means no loud music, no talking on the phone, and you must be very silent. It is for people who want to sleep or work.
Oh, I'm not good at being quiet, Daisy. I like to talk too much. I will stay in the normal carriage.
Shh, listen, the speakers are talking again.
Muffled speaker voice. The train now standing at platform 5 is the 11:30 service to Edinburgh, calling at Birmingham New Street, Manchester Piccadilly, and Carlisle. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Dave, did you catch the station names?
Yes, Birmingham New Street and Manchester Piccadilly. Those are big names for stations.
Yes. In the UK, many cities have more than one station, so you must check if you need Manchester Piccadilly or Manchester Victoria.
That is a very good tip. If I go to the wrong station, I will be very lost. And she said it again, mind the gap.
Every time. The gap is the empty space between the station floor and the train door. Sometimes it is quite wide.
Mind the gap. I will be careful with my step. Daisy, I see some trains that look like very fast and pointy, and some that look old and slow. Are they the same price?
No, usually not. Let's explain the three main types of trains for our A1 learners. The express train. This is the fast one. It only stops at big cities. It is the most expensive, but it saves a lot of time. The local train. This stops at every small village and every tiny station. It is slow, but it is often much cheaper. The commuter train. These are the trains people take to work every morning. They are usually very crowded at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Aha! So if I am not in a hurry, I can take the local train and save some money for more coffee.
Exactly. Just check the schedule to see how many stops it makes. If there are 20 stops, it will take a long time.
Okay, friends, we have covered so much ground today. Let's do a massive word tour. We want you to repeat these after us. Daisy, you start.
1. Concourse, the big main hall.
2. Ticket office, where you buy tickets from a person.
3. Ticket machine, the computer for buying tickets.
4. Single ticket, to go there.
5. Return ticket, to go and come back. 6. Open return, a flexible return ticket.
7. Rail card, a discount card.
8. Departure board, the big screen with train times.
9. Platform, where you wait for the train.
10. Delayed, the train is late.
11. Canceled, the train is not coming.
12. Calling at, the stations where the train stops.
13. Restrooms or toilets, where you wash your hands.
14. Left luggage, where you leave your bags.
15. Lost and found, where you find lost things.
16. Ticket barrier, the gates to enter the tracks.
17. Carriage or coach, a section of the train.
18. Aisle seat, next to the path.
19. Window seat, next to the window.
20. Mind the gap. Be careful when stepping onto the train.
Daisy, I feel like I could work at the station now. I know all the words, I know how to buy the cheap tickets, I even know where to find my lost backpack.
You are ready, Dave. I am very proud of you. And I am proud of our listeners. 3,000 words is a lot of English to listen to. It's like a marathon for your ears.
It really is. But remember, friends, you don't have to understand every single word. If you understand the main idea, you are winning.
That's right. And here is your challenge for this week. Imagine you are going on a trip.
Aha, I love challenges.
Write a comment below. Tell us, I would like a return ticket to city name. Does it leave from platform number?
Use any city in the world. I want to see a ticket to Tokyo, a ticket to Rio, or a ticket to Rome.
Yes, practice using those phrases. It makes your brain remember them much better.
Well, my train to Manchester is finally here. It's only 10 minutes late, so that is a victory.
Have a safe journey, Dave. Don't forget your backpack this time.
I won't. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for listening to Teach Easy English.
If you enjoyed this long episode, please like, subscribe, and tell a friend. We will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Take care. Beep, beep, beep.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.